Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm taking you to my winter garden 2023. So back there, that's broccoli. Right here, these are Brussels sprouts. And this last little border, those are cabbage. And over here are my greens. I had one there, but it didn't make it. Seems like these are doing a lot better, but I do need to do some weeding and start preparing for the next plant. These are some blueberries from last year. It seems like they're gonna have quite a few on them. I've noticed in years past, these are the little flowers that end up budding the blueberries, and I think I'm going to, I've seen other people do this, go in and I'm going to go ahead and cover these, because last year the birds, they just had a field day and we didn't get very many. So I'm going to do that. This one over here is probably not going to do a whole lot, but we'll see. Okay, so like I said, in this video, we're going to do some cleaning up. We're going to get some harvesting of the collards, and just I think I got some potatoes out of this garden as well. But so yeah, for those of you who do not know me, hi, my name is Lon, and on my channel I do a plethora of things. I cannot niche down to the point to where I want to stick with one item, so I'm just going to do all the things, and hopefully you guys will stick along for the ride. I will also tell you guys that this video was filmed back in the 1st of March, and I did all the editing, voicing over, and went to export, and the video would not export, probably because I have been off of my exports for a year plus. So I'm not sure, but I'm back at it again. So this is just about a month delayed. I do have other videos that are coming behind that will be a little more consistent in real time, but I do want to put that out there because I don't want you to think in this video it's still winter for me, like the start of summer, but it's really not full. I mean, start of spring, the start of spring, but it was still kind of, the weather was still kind of up and down. And you know, some days, I live in Georgia, so some days it's really hot in the mornings, and then you know, other days you have to take a heavy coat. So I just want to put that disclaimer out here because I don't want anybody to feel as if, wait a minute, it's 95 degrees now. Why is she saying it's cold? So that's just a little backstory. Now that that has been covered, I am a fairly new gardener. I say that about myself. I've been gardening for since 2020, so this is my 4th year in gardening. And every time I plant, every season that I plant, it is always a learning experience for me. You guys will see that in an upcoming video. But I started in 2020 just as a hobby, and I really do enjoy being in the yard and gardening. It is such a rewarding feeling, and the bragging rights are also awesome. So all of these vegetables were planted in October of 2023. And like I said, it's starting to become a little warmer. I want to get these out because it is time for spring planting. And I do have some things in mind for that. Again, you guys will see that in an upcoming video. I promise another video is coming. So stick with me here. I know I have been kind of inconsistent in my posting schedule, but I think it's just primarily because I like to do a lot of things and I don't want to just stick to one thing. To get these today, these would probably stay a little bit longer. These are pretty good size. And I already cut a big one from right there. And here, these will probably stay a little while longer. And these two, yeah. Oh, I gotta get that. So I want to show you guys this. So the first year when I grew Brussels sprouts. I thought this was the Brussels sprout, and I cut the top off. And that was definitely a big mistake on my part as a new gardener. Learned that they grow down here. And it's really neat because you know that if you eat Brussels sprouts, you know that the end part is really tough. You have to cut that off. And this is why, because it grows from the stem and not from an actual, I guess everything grows from stem. Is that even a good analogy to use? But this is why they're so tough on the ends, because they're cut directly off of the stalk. Isn't that neat? So this one's kind of loaded. And this one over here is doing pretty good. It has quite a few on it as well. I'm gonna cut some of these now. I'll let these grow. These are collard greens, and I will let them grow through spring until the gnats and the cabbage bugs and all start eating on them as it gets warmer. Is this one on there? Oh gosh, it is. Look. Can y'all see it? Oh. And that's what you don't want to see. Ugh. Because once you start seeing those little, I'll just call them caterpillars, if you will. If you know their technical name, definitely drop that down below so we can all learn together. But when you see those little caterpillars, it's done. Especially for a gardener like myself, because I do not put anything on them. I just kind of let them just grow naturally, and I don't put any pesticides. But this right here, that little guy, because they start laying their eggs and they eat them. And this, see, why won't he eat on this one? Like, this one's little. You can have this one. Leave those for me. This one he could have. There's not on this one, but I am gonna clean these up a little bit. The leaves are pretty big. Look, this is my hand. Pretty good size. Need to just get all these weeds out of here. It's just been so cold. I really hadn't been out here. But I planted these back in October. And like I said, I've eaten off of them a few times. And I'll keep them until I get tired of the bugs eating on them. Once I get them off, I always bring them in, even though they've been in my yard and I know that there's nothing on them. I still wash them as if I purchased them from the store. Put them in the freezer. This right here, this one is trying to go to seed. And so what my aunt told me to do when they do that is just pinch that little middle out. And they'll keep making greens. See, here's another one. Something that I haven't ever, oh Lord. Okay, I thought I was pulling out the ground. Something I've never tried to do is see if I could dry these and plant them in the fall. I don't know. Somebody comment below if you've ever done that. And then, see, here's another one. Let's get that out. Because we want to keep these through spring. Well, it's about to be spring, but at least to the beginning of summer. Let's see if I can hold them that long without my little friends eating on. Okay, so next up are the potatoes, and this is hilarious to me. Last year in April of 2023, my friend had some bad potatoes in her pantry. I brought them to my house and put them in this little bed right here, and it's funny because they were literally just sprouting in her pantry. I brought them home, I cut them up into pieces, I planted them in rows, and I really, to be honest, didn't expect for them to do anything. It was almost like a science project. And so I put them down and I noticed that they had started to grow. Well, just life and being super busy, I never got to dig them up. If the potatoes on the end or not. I never dug them up. Let's see. I don't see any. Oh, I can't do this with y'all. I gotta get a stand. Hold on. I will say I do not know what happened to this video because I know for full fact I had it in landscape, but apparently I had it vertical. So just bear with me here. I just basically what you're going to see is me digging up the potatoes. And they were not very deep. They were pretty shallow, to be honest. But as I dig them up, I'm like showing them to the camera because I'm like, oh my gosh, something really is under here. And I didn't get as many as I thought I would because I did plant quite a few. But this was only one half of the bed too. So I may need to go back and dig up the other side. I was just so like winded from just digging out here in this yard and doing all of that that I was just like, I can't do the other side today. And plus I want to do other things in the garden. So that's what you'll see here. Again, just bear with me. I know it is a awkward angle and the camera swings all over the place. But you know, once it gets going and I get these out, it gets back to landscape. Let's see if there are any more down here. I'm trying to prop y'all up. You're trying to fall. Oh gosh. Let's see. How many more? I love that. Let's just go ahead and agree to skip past this section. Just please know that I did dig these up from my yard. I did not plant them and then, oh look, I found a potato. I really dug these up because I can't look at this while I'm editing. Oh, and I don't expect you guys to look at it either. Okay, so now that that is over, I'm sorry. Now I'm just going in, I'm giving these little guys what I like to call a haircut. Again, they were very full because I hadn't been out there. The cold weather does not motivate me much. I am a person where I like warm climates. I just do. I like a consistent, easy 70 plus. Cold weather, it's not my friend. It is not my thing. I like being outside and I don't like being bundled up. So going in and giving these a really, really good haircut. They're going to be bald by the time I'm over. But, you know, it was a very good harvest. I was able to bag up 2 gallon-sized bags and like washing them and cutting them up. I took some to my mom. But this was a good season. We ate off of these quite a bit. And I think I've said this earlier, I do plant a lot of collards because I do share a lot and I give some, well, sharing and giving away is the same thing. So I do love them. They are actually my favorite vegetable, have always been my entire life. And I pray that I never lose that love for them. So I'm kind of loving this little ASMR. I kind of love it. And I wish that in real time it went this fast. It did not go this fast. This is actually a little speed up in the editing program. But gosh, if it did go this fast, I would have been able to get a lot more accomplished in this video. I gave him a pretty good haircut. Oh gosh, let's see. You can see all of these. And they'll just keep growing up as long as I keep that little piece that I showed you guys out where it starts to go to seed. I left this one alone because it's still kind of small, and so is this one. But yeah. All right. Didn't get around to doing the broccoli. I'll try to do that tomorrow. I'm just tired. All right, that's it. Can't believe how many potatoes were in here. I was hoping for more because I planted quite a few. I don't know, I may find some later. But after digging so hard that dirt, it rained, and so it made it a little bit easier to get it up or get them out. But yeah. Here are the potatoes after I had gotten them washed off in the yard. So what I do is I'll rinse them off with the water hose outside just to make sure that there's, well, in this case, they were directly in dirt. So definitely want to remove the soil. done this every year since 2020, and it just never ceases to amaze me. Like, I still feel like a first day gardener when I get produce. So cool. So cool. But for the other, like the collards, I do give them a rinse off outside as well, because sometimes, you know, you have your little caterpillar friends that want to come on in on the leaf, and we don't want them in. Well, that's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed cleaning up and harvesting from my garden. I hope you guys have all been well. I have missed seeing your comments in the comment section. But I definitely have more videos to come, a lot of gardening, and a couple of DIYs that I have in mind. So yeah, I appreciate all of you, and thank you so much for your continued support. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.